Ta-da! Here's the very first sneak peek inside the SimGuardian, the Notion system I've been working on for so long. The system is designed to make the most out of Notion's strengths, that be the flexible block system and connected databases. I've also designed the layout to feel like an app, so we have the same sidebar navigation on nearly every page. There's a lot going on in the back end, but I've made sure to use that block system, the custom views, to make sure you only see what you need, so the information you need when you need it. This makes the system more user-friendly and also easy to find your way around. The system is also very customizable, which is just also a trait of Notion itself. It's a very flexible app. That's why I'm able to even build this system, is because you can really make it what you want. You can modify everything. So I've done the grunt work of building the general system, the workflow, the way everything's connected. But at any time, you can edit a view. You can change what you see, for example, on this profile card. If you don't want to see your Sim's likes and dislikes at a glance, maybe you only want to see the other information, that's something you can easily modify. And also, this is a record inside of a database, which makes it super easy to change out what you have here. Because as you can see, or maybe not yet because I haven't opened the toggles, everything here that you see is information linked to the record. So you can delete all of this and just click on the template button, which I'll show the details of how to do all that in the user guide. This is just a sneak peek, but I think is what makes this system so strong, is you can delete everything here and just change exactly what you see by just changing the template. And so it makes it super flexible and super easy to make it your own if you wanted to. But I, in my opinion, have already constructed a pretty good system and layout. But yeah, that is something that I think is definitely a strength for Notion, but for my system as well. It's kept that spirit of flexibility. Now let's talk more about the star of today's sneak peek, which is the heart of the system, the character profile. So this is an example of Ida Muniz's character profile and how it's set up. So we start here with just some most important stats that when you create a new Sim profile, you'll be able to fill that in directly and click on this button, very importantly, so you can tag the record so that everything else following in this area is connected to that Sim record. And then the next thing you do is then fill in any details about the Sim. So here I have just a table with the most important things you might want to, add about your character. Again, another view that can be customized to have less or more traits. You can add a backstory, which will then auto-populate the information we have here, which I won't go into too much detail on that today. That will actually be a free piece of the system that I'll be making available, and you will be the first one to get a hold of that. So I'll share it with you first. So it'll be a relatively simple template in itself because it's just a piece of this huge system. But I think it's very fun and very useful. I personally believe it's easier to connect with your Sims if they have a past, and this here will help you build that. But I won't get into that too much today. But yes, so back to the profile. As you can see here, we have the profile card, which you can toggle open and closed. For example, if you're opening Notion on an app, it's practical, then you can only really see the information you want to see when you're scrolling through the profile. But here you see all of the high-level information about your character. You can even edit it directly here. So as you saw, you were able to edit and add details in this drop-down view here. But if you click on the pencil here, you can also change their sexuality if you wanted to, or add a trait, or maybe a dislike. For example, maybe they like mac and cheese. I don't think food preferences are part of the game in The Sims 4, at least, but I know with mods they are. So that's something I'll get into in the user guide and also when I fully launch the system. But it's very customizable, so you can add traits that aren't actually part of the game. I will have traits filled in that are part of the game, so you can just jump right in. But yeah, that is super easy to change and add things to your Sim. And the topics I wanted to get in today, so I can't, in a sneak peek, I can't show you everything of this profile. I swear, it's chock full of stuff, of goodies. But today I'm going to get into the social tab. I'll show you the relationships. I just want to give you a sneak peek of how connected your characters will be in this system. So every sim has this profile, right? And you can add and edit family members. Here you have parents, siblings, their spouse, children, and pets. And then we have also the friends and co section where you have, other social relationships that they can have in their lives. And I also made it possible that you could edit their relationship dynamics quite easily. And that is how we know that Malik Booker they have the lovebirds relationship dynamic here. And I can see that here. And you can add the same for family members if there's a family dynamic, for example, or any sort of maybe current information you want to add about their relationship. You can do that here. We'll go into detail, but that is a possibility I wanted to show because I thought it was when I found out figured out how to do it, I was like, oh, that's really cool. And so, yeah, you can make current and past ones. So it's dynamic. So if Malik is now an ex, you could remove the lovebirds quite easily. So yeah, I wanted to show that off because I'm really proud of it. And going to the story section here, I wanted to definitely show off the memory gallery, I think it was. So I have different views here for the memories that you can collect of your Sims. Memories is something that was very important for me to be able to collect in the system, because if you're not collecting memories, what's the point, right? I think if you're building strong lore, you want to see how the stories are intertwined between your characters and how it builds. Well, you got to collect the memories. And so here is a view of what that looks like in the template. So we have the photos you can see in the gallery, the name of the memory that you gave it, where the memory took place, what day in the game did it take place, and who was involved or in that memory. So it could be just Ida that I want to take note here. It was important for her, or maybe her with her good friend, when they were out getting drinks. So here's just an example of what memories look like. And because I have a system in place, to track in-game time, I can also sort these memories by the year in which they happened in your game, in your save file to be specific, because of course, if you're playing different save files, time moves differently in between them. And I've taken that into account in the way the system works. And I also have a photo album where you can add photos that are relevant to those memories. So far, I don't have much more metadata attached to them. With the view editing, you can customize it if you want to know the location where the photo was taken, all that stuff. So they're usually connected to a memory, and so they can pull also the game date from that memory, and so you could display that as well. But yeah, that's what I've collected so far, and I don't want to show too much more yet. Looks Over the Years is a really cool one, but I wanted to keep this short and sweet. I feel like it's already too long. But yeah, so I hope you like this sneak peek. I hope it made you curious for more. I can't wait to show more in the next few weeks. Just so you maybe know about what's happening, what I'm doing in the behind the scenes. So my next steps are, so I'm nearing the finish line. I still have a lot to do though. So I want to refine the templates. I want to do some more play testing to really see, okay, is this clear? How do I change or add this certain aspect of a character, property, memory, and so forth? I just want to make sure everything works and is where it needs to be. Then I also need to create the guide, which will be a video guide. So I'm optimistic, and I'm hoping that I'll be launching in about 6 weeks. Fingers crossed. This is an estimate though, so it's a work in progress. It could be sooner, it could be later, but I wanted to give you an estimate. While I'm not sure about the launch day yet, I can already share the price with you. So keep in mind, this was a lot of work, obviously, a lot of work that I'm saving you. And I think if you're looking for a way to keep track of your pixel people and their memories and also plan your gameplay in Notion, I think the SimGuardian is exactly what you need. I built it in a unique way to make it super intuitive to plan, manage, and archive your gameplay. So I think it will save you a lot of work, for sure, building your own template, but also help you collect those memories and be able to look back on them in a purposeful way. Also very flexible. So it's a system that will grow with you and that you can enjoy for many years to come. And so all that considered, I will be sharing it once it's launched for a one-time purchase of $100. I do know it's on the expensive side, though I do believe it will be worth the investment for the reasons I mentioned. And as a subscriber on my Notion priority list, if you're on that list, you will get a special launch offer. And of course, as with all of my digital products, I do offer purchase power parity pricing. Oh my god, that is a tongue twister. So purchase power parity pricing, that also makes my products more accessible. So if you're in a country with a less purchase power than the United States, then you'll also get a discount. So that is, I think, so that we have the name, we have the price, we have a rough estimate of when it will launch, and a little bit of a look-see in what you can expect. And so I hope you enjoyed the first sneak peek. Please let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions of what could be added or changed, or if you find something confusing already out the gate, then please let me know, because that's something that can change. Moving forward, of course, you would get all the support from me. So part of the system is also will be part of the support community. You know, on the Yellow Llama Club, you'll have me, you'll have the video guide. So if you ever have any questions moving forward, obviously I'm still here. But if you have anything already that you'd like to share, then please do. But yeah, so thank you for watching and for being part of this list and being interested. I'm so excited to share you more. And yeah, so till then, happy simming.